Yeah. So what were you saying, man? Sorry.
Don't know.
I'm recording.
No, it's all good. I don't even know what I was saying, man.
Oh, you were
I'm
just
just
talking about how well, let's like we ran into a article. It was from the CBC last year, March 17th, 2021, that Ottawa is to adopt the Nova Scotian method to help curtail racism in the justice system. And you were saying that you're a bit pessimistic about it, though.
Oh, well, I mean, just because like in the past, you know, and like harkens back to Walter Borden when he would say they'll give you breadcrumbs, give you something to hope for, but really it just leads you astray and leads you down whatever path you think it's going to lead to. That's good, but nothing ever gets done. And then, it's on to the next, and then something else will come back. And,
Yeah.
you know,
No, I get what you're saying, man. But I wasn't expecting even to run into this article though.
mhm.
Like they're actually, and then the other one, the link that I sent you about the Nova Scotian Barrister Society,
Yeah.
actually saying, "Hey, listen, we got to do better."
Mhm.
But that
Well,
what I'm talking about there is the the Nova Scotia's Barrister Society. They actually put out an official statement acknowledging an acknowledgement of systemic discrimination in law,
mhm.
and what they want to in their commitment moving forward, and that you know talking about regular review, operational review within the society, interim and final reports based on those reviews.
Yeah.
um, so yeah, I wasn't expecting to find anything, and in fact, if you look at it, when I typed it in, you don't find anything from any other province. So I,
Well, that's
so
funny.
I know they're breadcrumbs, but you look at the other provinces, and there's nothing on the floor.
Yeah.
No bread at all.
Well, I mean, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Uh, well, the flip side of that is that yeah, it's about time that you start looking at these things and
Yeah,
looking at how systemic racism is so ingrained in systems that we never take a look at it because
yeah,
we think it's the way it should be. It's
yeah,
law, and
mm,
the issues that indigenous people of color face. And some of these laws, even the abolition of slavery, some of these laws were written to keep people of color down.
yeah.
So
True.
it's about time you take
Yeah,
a look at these things and try to do better. I mean, that's
yeah,
what we got to try to do, man. We got to try to do the best we can in these situations, but
yeah,
first people have to notice them and go, what, man, yeah, we're kind of off.
yeah. The that CBC article that I was referencing, it was talking about uh how Ottawa is adopting the Nova Scotia method to help curtail racism and justice system. So what they're doing is implementing. Um, it's called an IRCA. So it's basically, if you're in the IRCA, it's like an interview process for everyone that's involved in the person that has been convicted of a crime. So essentially, what happens is that once the person's convicted, but before they're sentenced, someone, um, most likely a social worker of some sort, will look at that person's um, the person that has been convicted. They'll look at their
Mhm.
situation. So they'll interview family,
Mhm.
friends. They'll look at the person's socioeconomic situation, and then they'll write a report for the judge to review.
Mhm.
And then the judge will review this report and take it under advisement when they're sentencing.
Right.
So this, I call me naive, but I thought this already happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't the judge? Doesn't the judge look at, like, in Canadian law? Don't they look at the person's situation and their, or I guess in the past they were just looking at their prior convictions,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
was it.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
I
they,
mean, that's
you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah, you would think that you would take a look at all different factors
All
and
different
have
factors. Yeah.
a little bit of compassion, but that's where the black and white of it all happens, right? It runs deep, man, and no one looks at the effects of it all
Mm,
and how it all plays a way into the way things are now. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Traumatic cause and effect for sure, man.
Well, big ups for Nova Scotia because I guess they're leading the way, man.
Down home.
Down home.